Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, nothing changes? You try, you fail, you try again, you fail again. Eventually, you stop trying, and deep inside, a quiet voice begins to whisper, maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe this is who I'm meant to be. But that voice isn't your truth. It's the result of something deeper, something psychologists call learned helplessness. But what if I told you this mindset isn't permanent, and the moment you choose to fight back, your entire life can change? Today, you're going to hear the story of a young man who broke free from the mental prison of helplessness, and by the end, you just might believe in yourself again. Learned helplessness is when you stop trying to change your situation because you've been convinced that nothing you do matters. It all started with an experiment. Psychologist Martin Seligman placed dogs in a cage and gave them mild electric shocks. Some could escape, others couldn't. And then, something strange happened. Even when escape was possible, the dogs didn't try. They had learned trying is useless. Now imagine, that dog is a person, a student who fails every test, a dreamer who's mocked, a job seeker rejected over and over again. Eventually, they give up. They stop dreaming, they stop living. But here's the truth. There's always a choice. Meet Jason, 19 years old, from a small middle-class town. Since childhood, school was a nightmare. Math didn't make sense. Teachers mocked him. His father called him a failure. His friends laughed behind his back. No matter how hard he tried, he always fell short. Eventually, Jason stopped trying. He stayed in bed for hours, scrolling endlessly through his phone, watching others live lives he thought he could never have. Deep down, he believed, I'm not meant for success. But then, one small moment changed everything. One night, a YouTube video auto-played. The speaker said, "Your past is not your destiny. What you choose today becomes your fate." That line hit Jason like a punch. He sat up, and something whispered inside. What if I tried one more time? So he made a promise. Just one. Tomorrow I'll wake up early and read for 10 minutes. And he did. It felt awkward. It felt boring. But he did it again. And again. One small action started a quiet revolution. Jason built new habits, tiny steps. He started waking up at 5 a.m., reading one page a day, cutting back on social media, walking for 10 minutes, learning simple design skills online. Nobody believed in him. People mocked him. Even his inner voice said, "What's the point? You're still a loser." But this time, Jason didn't listen. Each small win lit a spark, and with every step, he felt more in control. Then came the crash. 1 week, no progress. Zero motivation. Dark thoughts crept back in. But this time, he didn't fall apart. He journaled his thoughts. He reached out to a mentor. He reminded himself, this pain is part of growth. He didn't run. He stood his ground. And slowly, he began to rise again. Jason uploaded his first gig on Fiverr. His first order? Just $5. But to him, it felt like $1 million. Month by month, he grew. He earned more, spoke at events, helped other struggling students begin their journey. The same boy who once believed he was worthless was now becoming everything he once dreamed of. He didn't escape his past with money. He escaped it with mindset. Soft inspirational music begins again. Young friend, learned helplessness is not your destiny. It's a lie, born from pain. But lies can be unlearned. If Jason could rise from nothing, and so can you. Your circumstances may not be your fault, but your next step, that's your responsibility. Every morning is a new page, a new chance, a new beginning. So let me ask you, have you ever felt like giving up? And today, are you ready to try again? If you are, Write in the comments, I am not helpless. Let the world hear your voice. Because your story starts now.